Alright, I'm Walrus with Lazarus Tech, and Ryzen 3 launched. Now, obviously, you probably already know this if you cared at all, because they announced the date, and there's already people with videos up from a couple hours ago, as I'm already making this. But with that out of the way, if you want to see me talk about it, that's why I'm here. Because a lot of people that say they like my opinion, and I'm minded just how they are, so I'll make the video anyway. So Ryzen 3, there's the 1200 and the 1300X. The 1200 is 4 cores, 4 threads, and it's 3.1 gigahertz base with, like, I think it's 3.4 boost, but it might be 3.5, so correct me if I'm wrong. The 1300 is 3.5 gigahertz boot or base and 3.7 boost. Pretty sure they're correct, so they're essentially the same CPU, just overclock the 1200 if you're even going to buy it. The 1200 is $20 less than the 1300X, so just overclock it. Save yourself 20 bucks. You know, obviously, I mean, if you're buying Ryzen 3, you're probably looking at budget stuff anyway. You know, you're not looking at a GTX 1080 Ti or 1080 or 1070. At least I don't think you are. Shouldn't be. But anyway. So there's, you know, there's the same chip. How this affects Intel doesn't really. Intel obviously saw this coming. They already lowered their prices. If you're gaming, the Intel chips seem to beat out, you know, the, like, Intel 3, or i3, whatever, seems to beat out Ryzen in gaming. But if you're doing content creation or anything of the sort like that, Ryzen 3 is the way to go. You only lose, it's literally like 5 to 10 FPS in games that you'd be playing on a Ryzen 3. I don't know, like, GTA 5 performance, but CSGO, you're gonna lose like 5 to 10 frames if you bought the Intel chip that is the same price as the Ryzen chip, but, you know, depends on you. And if you really care about 5 to 10 frames that you won't even see, whatever. Because apparently some people care about that, and I don't really think they care about it. I think they just want to support Intel. Which, I don't really support Intel, especially with the move to stop manufacturing the G450, I believe it's called, the Pentium one. They stopped manufacturing it so people would buy their higher priced i3s. That was in anticipation of the Ryzen 3 launch. But whatever. If you're going to buy a Ryzen 3, let me know. I'll help you out. I'll help you pick out a board and whichever chip you want. If you're going to buy Intel, same thing. A lot of people come to me and ask what motherboard they should buy and what chip they should buy, if they're going to overclock or not. You know, I can't cover every use case in a video, so just message me and I'll help you out. I answer pretty fast. You can message me on Facebook. I'll link it, because I share all these videos to Facebook anyway. If you're in the Cable Modders Facebook group, you'll see me around there. That's pretty much it. So, oh, one last thing. I don't know if I mentioned this at the start, but there's a Paul's Hardware. You probably know who he is if you know who I am. He did a video already on a $525 budget gaming PC using Ryzen 3. So, I mean, that's pretty cheap for, you know, a gaming PC. And I believe Ryzen 3 will get like around 80 frames in like CSGO. So, you know, take that as it is, I guess. You know, whatever. So this has been Walrus with Lazarus Tech, and you know what? Check the description if I forgot anything, because I seem to always forget something. I did forget something. Ryzen 3 has 8 megabytes cache instead of the 16 megabytes that you find on Ryzen 7 and half of Ryzen 5. And still check the description in case I forgot something else, because I always forget something and it's always in the description, and then people complain saying that I forgot it, but really it's just in the description because people don't read the description. But anyway, this has been Walrus with Lazarus Tech, and have a great day.